Breaking Bad Color Symbolism Breakdown. Breaking Bad is the hit American TV show that aired from 2008 to 2011. It went on to win 16 Emmys over the years. Is it a genuinely good show? Or is it overhyped? Let's take a look by delving into the symbolism it uses throughout the show. Warning, spoilers ahead. Let's take a look at the color symbolism in the show. Yellow. No, it's not just used for scenes set in Mexico. For example, the color yellow is often used for characters that are associated with methamphetamine, and by extension, the corrupted nature of meth. It's often worn by characters when they're producing meth, and it's commonly associated with Jesse and his wardrobe. It's also the color of the bed that Jesse and Jane do drugs in, and it's also the color of the shirt that Gus wears, as well as the uniforms of his employees. It's important to note that Gus was shown wearing yellow even before his role in the drug trade was revealed as a bit of foreshadowing. Pink. Pink is the color associated with innocence and tragedy in the show. For example, the burnt teddy bear that symbolizes the tragedy of the plane crash that Walter indirectly caused is pink. Walter is so affected by this event that he keeps a piece of the teddy bear with him, which I believe is out of a sense of guilt for the innocent deaths that he indirectly caused. As well, the family's infant daughter, Holly, is almost always wearing some sort of pink, and her family is tragically torn apart by conflict over the course of the show. Finally, Jesse has the last name Pinkman, and while he is not the most innocent character in the show, he displays an almost naive sense of morality. There is no doubt that despite his relatively good nature, a lot of tragic things happen to him over the course of the series. White. White is sometimes used for non-violent characters. For example, despite being a criminal, Combo was a non-violent character that is seen wearing an all-white outfit. As well, Skyler, who is typically not violent, also wears a lot of white. And finally, Walter's last name is White, which really contrasts against his more malicious actions when he does begin to break bad. Red. This color is sometimes used when something particularly violent is about to happen, such as when Walter White says his iconic "I am the one who knocks" speech.
Think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Jesse also wears red when something violent is about to happen, such as when he pulls the trigger in this scene, and when he participates in a shootout in this scene. And finally, the floors of the super lab that shows up later in the series is red. This alludes to the violent things that happen in the lab as the show goes on. Blue. The use of the color blue can be interpreted in many ways. Notably, the color blue has been used to refer to the type of uniquely pure meth that Walter and Jesse produce. It's also worn a lot by Skyler, and so it's sometimes associated with Skyler's loyalty to her husband. It's also worn a lot by characters that are loyal to Walter. I think the use of the same color between Skyler and meth highlights the growing differences between Walter's attitude towards his original love and his true love, which is making meth. An extension of the color symbolism, and what I believe is symbolism for the consequences of greed, is actually the family's pool. Over the course of the show, a lot of significant events that happen as a result of greed occur in or next to the pool. First of all, Walt first makes his decision to start his descent into the criminal world while sitting by the pool. In Season 3, he attempts to burn his ill-gotten cash in a fire, only to be overcome by his desire to preserve his wealth, and backtracks on this decision. He uses the pool to save his money from being burnt, and this isn't even the first time we see money being pulled from the pool, or characters being affected by greed by the pool. Skyler even tries to drown herself in it, when the guilt of what had been done for the sake of profit becomes too much. In this scene, the entire frame is engulfed by the color blue. It was as if the pool, and by extension the effects of greed, was consuming her. The pool is illuminated in blue light, further cementing the connection between Walter's product and his greed. Breaking Bad has so much symbolism in colors. It's no wonder that many characters have last names that are also colors, so much so that it transcends language, and some translators choose to retain the colors of their names in their version of the show.